everyone, and welcome to the introduction video for the House Trilogy on the PC. This game will not have a config and tech or a modding video. I will be discussing some technical aspects related to the games in this video though. I hope you enjoy the information and that it gives you the best House Trilogy experience. Any links that are covered will be in the description of the video. This game was developed by Sinthai Studio, a Taiwanese company. The company was founded in 2014 and is best known for the House series of games. I labeled this introduction video as a trilogy, which it mostly is. However, it's 3 separate games that I'm combining for one introduction video. The game Halloween is not technically a house game, but we'll get to that later. It takes place in a single room that looks like it could be in the house. These are Adobe Flash Player games that you play through your web browser. The Adobe Flash Player has been discontinued in modern web browsers. When you try to play these games now, they probably won't even start. On the official site, these games are still normal embedded Flash games. You can find these games on other sites and they may work. This is because they are using an embedded Adobe Flash Player emulator. I would ask Sinthai Studio that they do the same on their official website. I'm sure people would rather be able to play these games from the source. Better yet, a proper collection put up on Steam would be nice. Talk about playing the house games. There are a few options to play these games. I'll review them with you and give you my recommendations. So the first one would be an emulator extension. The first option is a web browser extension for Chrome or Firefox browsers. The extension is an Adobe Flash Player emulator called Ruffle. This is the most efficient way to just get down to business and play these games. Keep in mind these games are free and using this extension is okay. All you have to do is go to the link provided in this video description and read the home page if you like. Click Downloads at the top of the page and pick either Chrome or Firefox. There is a portable download version that you can install manually, but it isn't necessary. Install the extension into your browser. Once it's installed in your browser, go into the settings of the extension. Make sure you toggle Play Flash Content in Ruffle to the on position. Now, if you go to the House official site, all 3 house games should work. When you pick a game to play, you will see a play arrow on the screen. Right-click this and make sure you pick Enter Full Screen Mode. Then left-click and hopefully you can enjoy the games. The second option to play these games is a program called Flashpoint. It is a free front end for playing Flash-related games. It supports around 200,000 Flash games that are built into it. That's right, 200,000. The House 1 game appears to be broken when I play it. The hotspots that you click on do not seem to register, or they have to be clicked in a weird way to get them to work, just meaning objects within the game. I also noticed that a lot of the animations are broken too. Playing the first game through Flashpoint is using some weird browser to play it through. House 2 and House 3 play fine as they are presented in an actual Adobe Flash Player window. It looks like a proper version of Adobe Flash Player integrated into the Flashpoint software. for House 2 and House 3. I'm not going to go into great detail about Flashpoint here, but it is a cool program and offers a lot of free games, so definitely check it out. Just download Flashpoint from the link in this video description and install it. When you first run the program, make sure you update the database. This way you have access to all the games. There is a search bar at the top. Just type House. You can right-click the games and mark them as favorites as well. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments of this video. Flashpoint is pretty easy to understand and use. My recommendation: since I'm recording this for YouTube, as far as the games go, I want the best presentation I can have. I won't be playing House 1 on the House official site or through the Flashpoint program. I'll be using a completely different site simply because it displays the game in a larger resolution, roughly a narrow 4:3 ratio. The game intro is missing from this version, but I pulled it from the Flashpoint version, and I'm just going to combine it in editing. I will provide the link to this site I am using for House 1, and you can use it too if you want. Make sure you click the full screen option below the game before playing. I just didn't want this method to be the only option I talked about, as this site could disappear in the future. House 2 and House 3 I will be playing through Flashpoint, again for the large resolution that it presents itself in, roughly a 4:3 ratio proper. As stated, using the Ruffle extension and playing them directly through the House official site is also fine if that's all you want to do. Talk about the play order. I will be playing all 3 House games back to back. They are short, and I could have easily played them all in one single video. Since they are separate games, they will have their own separate videos. The videos will all be put into a single playlist called the House Trilogy. So the genre these games fall into are indie horror point-and-click and flash games. How long to beat? Each game is probably around 15 minutes to 30 minutes long. I'm guessing a little over an hour to play all 3 games. I'll discuss the releases here by year. So the first game we have is House 1. This came out on the PC back in 2005. The next game is House 2, which came out on the PC as well in 2010. And then the House 3, or just Halloween, came out on the PC. And I believe this game came out roughly somewhere between 2010 and 2015. I'm not entirely sure. Just guessing. House 1 and House 2 are about 5 years apart, so I'm assuming the same, maybe for the second House 2 and House 3. As mentioned, Halloween is not technically a house game, but for this video I'm counting it as one. It takes place in a single room that looks like it could be in the infamous house. I'm also not completely sure when the Halloween game came out, as stated. As you can imagine, information regarding these games is not heavily documented. In the next video, we will be getting into the gameplay. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I will see you in the next video. Bye.